Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. You didn't see me yesterday because I was doing other things. I had to do my laundry and other things I can't remember. Chores, obviously, but, you know. So, here I am today. Got a full jar of tea. We're going to talk about the Bionicle CDs that were released, not counting Power Pack CD. We already talked about this. Go check out that video, and I've mentioned it in other videos previously. So, there were many CDs that Bionicle released, or that LEGO released over the years for Bionicle. Starting in 2001, I believe, with 2 CDs. One for the UK or Europe countries, and one for over here in America. There's differences between them, but for the most part the content is pretty much the same. There is a CD that also had the Barcode Brothers Mega Mix on it, which I think I posted that on YouTube, so go listen to that, it's funny. These were CDs that had content that you could explore the Bionicle story with this content, and there's voiceovers and whatnot. The voice for the CD, at least for the American CD, he sounds like this, and he sounds like, yeah, it just sounds like that. It sounds kind of obnoxious and weird, and yeah, but these were good CDs. I never owned them, but I've seen the content via YouTube videos, and it's, yeah, you can do a lot of cool things. Now, in 2002, I think there was a Borak-themed CD, and I've never owned this at all, but you get to explore content relating to the Borak. And I think there was a Toa Nuva CD as well, where you could explore content about the Toa Nuva. Simple as that, right? Now, there was, for 2003, they went all out, it seemed. There were mini CDs for the Bionicle and also for the Rakshi. I've only owned at least 2 Rakshi mini CDs, and that's it. It's the only ones I've owned. Those were fun. I got to watch Gurak, for example, be all animated and weird, and same thing with Takanuva, and the British sounding voice. Yeah, those CDs were fun. There's a total of 6 for the Bionicle and 6 for the Rakshi. There's also a Mask of Light CD that you can get. I'm not sure how it was distributed. Sometimes these these CDs would be distributed in cereal boxes, but the mini CDs were distributed with canisters for in the canisters for the Bionicle and the Rakshi. You can find these on eBay, but good luck getting them to run on a Windows 11 machine nowadays, or a Linux machine. It won't work. You need Windows Vista, you need Windows XP, you need something as old as that in order to get these CDs to work properly. Now, there are ISOs of these CDs that exist on the Biomedia project. So you can download those and hopefully they work. Some of them do. There was a Baraki CD from 2007. You get a old demo version of the original Creeping in My Soul that's pretty good. It seems like there's still another version of Creeping in My Soul that we haven't heard yet. But, I don't know. There just seems to be a missing part. That was pretty cool. You get to see the Baraki acting weird, and they're so pleased to meet you. No, they're not. They're gonna try to kill you. That's the thing. They're killers. I think after the Baraki CD, that's when they sort of stopped with the CD stuff. There wasn't a CD for the Toa Mari. There wasn't really a CD for the Toa, Fantoka, Mystica. There wasn't really anything in 2009, as far as I know. We did get Bionicle: The Legend Reborn as a DVD, but it seemed like Lego was sort of with the CDs. They were sort of hit or miss in terms of like Lego actually wanting to distribute these. There were in terms of the Legend of Matanui, there were physical copies that were released, limited to like 8, at least as far as we know. But it's hard to find those. Darvell Hunt had his own, I think, and if you're still looking for that disc, well, good luck, and good luck getting it to run without a voodoo card. Yeah, so the Bionicle CDs and the mini CDs were actually pretty fun. For what they were, for the ones that I had, I enjoyed them. And when it came to the ones that I saw videos of on YouTube, they're entertaining to watch and look at, and there's great content in all these. Yeah, you get to witness the Bionicle story unfold, you get to watch videos, you get to hear voiceovers describing things about the masks, or the Rahi, or the Toa, Taraga, Matoran, and other things. There are interactive games sometimes, at least with the Mask of Light CD. I think there was interactive games, and those were cool. It seems like I don't think there was any CDs for 2005, 2006, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure there was something for 2004, I just don't remember. But I don't think the Vaki ever got promo CDs, because Lego was all over the place when it came to the CDs. But yeah, the promo CDs were absolutely fantastic pieces of Bionicle media. And again, the Power Pack CD, this is pretty good too. Plus it contains a fold-out poster, which you can tack onto your wall, or tape onto your wall if you want to ruin the aesthetic of the thing. So, while I don't have those 2 CDs that I had anymore, at least I have this one, from what I remember, they were great. If I ever wanted these CDs again, I could just get them off of eBay. Of course, someone else might get them, and I'm like, fuck you. That's just how things go. These CDs were content-rich. There were a lot of interesting ideas and tips and tricks that went into these discs. You can tell Lego put a lot of effort into what they were doing with these CDs. You had different voices. You had the guy that sounded like this. Then you had a British guy. And yeah, so a lot of fun stuff. Every time I watch the CDs that are related to the or the videos that are related to those CDs on YouTube, I just get some kind of nostalgia from it, because it's like, you know, I wish I had those CDs, like especially the 2001 CDs or the Borak CD from 2002. I just never got them, you know. And it sucks that I never got them, and I doubt I could get them to run on this fucking computer. But that's the thing. When you don't have the right hardware to run a CD from 2001, something's wrong there. and you have to look into it. But chances are, if you are able to fix the problem will go away, and chances are you will be able to witness the content of the CD. A lot of cool stuff, a lot of fun things, a lot of nostalgia to be had, but good luck collecting every single CD that LEGO released for Bionicle, including the mini CDs. The problem with the mini CDs is that, well, they're like 2.5 inch as opposed to 5 inch, like a normal CD. I think the GameCube discs were those, but if you put one of the mini CDs into a disc tray of a tower computer like the one I have, maybe it'll work, but you really need it to be center in order for it to work. Sometimes the mini CDs will just not work properly because they're so small, and the computer ends up choking on them. So that's the problem with mini CDs. You don't want to choke on them. The thing is, when it comes to mini CDs for music, you gotta have a stereo for that, and you could just connect the CD to the central thing that goes into the hole of the disc, and it's fine. It'll play the disc, but you can't do that with the mini CDs for Bionicle. And good luck getting a GameCube copy of Bionicle the game to work on the Wii without it just not working properly. Because if you insert it into the slot, I don't know. It probably won't work. Maybe it will work, and I just haven't tried it yet. But I don't think that the Wii will actually play that disc. I'm pretty sure that the GameCube discs were mini discs instead of full-on discs, but yeah, we're talking about discs, not dicks. That's another subject entirely. But yeah, the Bionicle CDs were something of a marvel. They were interesting, they were fun, they were fantastic little pieces of Bionicle media. And while I'm grateful that we got these, as well as the Power Pack CD, we still should have gotten Bionicle the album. That was planned, and Rob Zombie was going to be part of it, so cool. There was a list of 8 songs that were to be used on this Bionicle the album. Someone made an official Bionicle album and compiled these songs. There were some Rob Zombie songs like Feel So Numb. And, yeah, cool. But that's unofficial, so. But yeah, what do you think about the Bionicle CDs that were released? The mini CDs or the full-on, 5-inch discs? I think in terms of when it comes to, marketing for audio things, for LEGO stuff, you'd think LEGO would at least want to release like 7-inch vinyls for old school practitioners of audio, or 10-inch vinyls or 12-inch vinyls if they want to go full in. But I don't think LEGO was focusing on that, because in the age of the CD, why use vinyl? So at the time it would have been ridiculous to use a 12-inch vinyl as a promo item. Well, that's why 7 inches exist. And well, there's also flexi discs, which are also 7-inch. So let me know what you think about the Bionicle CDs. Did you collect them all? No, this is not Pokemon. Fuck. Did you collect all the Bionicle CDs, or are you still missing some? And do you have the Power Pack CD? I'm lucky enough to get it. It was $30 on eBay, but oh well. So, Stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks later. Have a good fucking day, and peace.